Looking at BBIG stock today, we are seeing further drops. We've fallen by about 2.62%, which isn't the worst drop that we have had on the stock recently. But yeah, unfortunately, we do appear to be falling today. The market is mixed. You can see that down here. A few of our favorite stocks are up, but also quite a few are down as well. We can see Any is actually up. We're seeing AMC being down. We're seeing ATER being down. MRIN is down as well, and LCID is down. So we can see in this field, a few of the other stocks are falling. And that, does kind of show a little bit of correlation to the market, especially with this particular stock. But let's talk about what we are seeing overall with this stock in specific. If it sounds good, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. But as always, remember, this is not financial advice. I definitely do recommend that you do a lot of research before doing anything when it comes to any kind of stock. Of course, BBIG being a quote-unquote short squeeze stock does carry extra risk, so I think it's also extremely important that investors are informed of that as well. So now let's jump into the video and let's have a look at BBIG and what we've been seeing today and tie this in to the 5-day and 1-month picture. So what we're going to do, as always, we're going to start off, look at these really simple and easy to understand charts and, just summarize the motion that we have been seeing throughout the day. But before we do, what I want to do is focus on the markets as a whole. So up here, we can see a few of our favorite markets. We'll give this page a refresh, by the way, and we can see what's going on in the markets as a whole today. When we scroll over, we can see that the Dow Jones is down by about 1%. We can see a lot of the other markets are falling today. So really things are looking quite red. You can see a few other markets around the world as well. Clearly Yahoo Finance has changed that feature, but it does show us, generally speaking, and going more into the US markets. I will talk about this more in some YouTube shorts in about an hour or so when the market does close. But what we're looking at here on BBIG stock isn't really too dissimilar to what we are seeing over there on the markets as a whole, in the sense that we are seeing further drops today. Now, it really isn't that bad. We can see a lot of this happen in the post hours on Friday, going forwards into the pre-market hours for today, because really when we look at the charts, not much of a drop has occurred at all. We are seeing a bit of a fall, don't get me wrong, but we do appear to be running up a little bit towards the end of day, and this is something that is not uncommon with BBIG. Oftentimes we do see a bit of a push up towards the end of day. So, there is an hour to go. I think it is possible that we could see that run again, and that definitely could change the figures by a lot. But obviously, it's something that we have seen in the past. It's not really something that we do not expect anymore. So if we were to see that, I wouldn't be too surprised. Again, how big it would be, only time will tell. Now, the 5-day chart for BBIG, you can see that, we are coming down, we're in the red clearly, but when we look at these lows down here from Thursday of obviously last week, we were sat significantly lower than where we are right now, so we have made a little bit of a gain from there, not much at all, and we definitely have lost some of these profits from up here, but we are still in the green if we'd have bought at the lows down here. On the 1-month chart, just to sum things up very simply, we can see we appear to be finding a level where we are quite comfortable. This is in the mid 5s going up to the 6s. We can see we've been in that range for quite a while now. Coming from about the 24th of September, we've been stable from where we are right now. So if you'd have bought back on the 24th at these lows and held until now, you'd be pretty much neutral on your position, if not ever so slightly in the green. So we've not seen much movement from that point. And again, that has been some time ago now when we look at the wider chart. So what this means for us potentially is that we are seeing a little bit of an end in that downwards motion for BBIG, and again, I'm definitely not going to rule that out 100%. We definitely could drop further if things do not go in our favour, but one thing that is possible, look at the numbers and the charts, especially on the 1 month, is that we do appear to be finding a level where we are comfortable. I think this definitely could mean that we are coming to the bottom of this sell-off, and again, that potentially could indicate a perfect time to buy BBIG. Just my personal opinion, again, not financial advice, but it definitely is possible, and I'll explain so as to why in just a few moments. But first we're going to do this technical analysis, starting on the 1-day, moving out to the 5-day and the 1-month figures, and then, like I said, I will share a few of my opinions. So, the 1-day data, we can see a moving average so far of 597. This is probably going to come up towards the end of day, as like I said, we do oftentimes see this run up. We are seeing a RSI figure between about 74 and 68. It is changing at the moment, but this is going to be quite high towards the end of day. Also something that we would expect, as we do often see that run. When we come over to MACD, that is stepping up into the green, so it will be bullish probably by the end of day if things do follow their usual trend. On the 5-day chart, we can see a moving average just a little bit lower than where we are right now. You could just see that purple tab sticking out at the bottom. We are sat at an RSI figure of 60, not too bad, but again, it is stepping up because of that bit of growth towards the end of today, and we can see the MACD trend down here is pretty neutral, to be honest, so I'm not really too worried about that. On the 1 month chart, we can see that yes, we are moving up on the moving average. This is because it is a 50-day moving average, and we are still far from caught up on this chart. Today we are seeing volume figures apparently of 9.45 million according to Yahoo Finance. We can see an RSI figure of 46, which is only about 4 points away from being neutral, so nothing to be concerned about. And like I said, down here on the MACD, we are seeing a little bit of green action from these little bar candles down here, which definitely could be an early indication of a bullish trend coming on the MACD. So now I want to speak about what we are potentially seeing when it comes to price of BBIG. Now when it comes to the short squeeze potential, guys, I oftentimes do reiterate the fact that I do think it is still possibly something that we could see if we do continue to see the retail interest. I'm going to speak about that just a little bit more in the sense that, yes guys, I think that the numbers look good, and of course the numbers don't necessarily tell us everything, as we have found out with AMC in the past, with stuff like dark pools, that definitely could be going on here as well. So the numbers are looking good anyway, and again, if we do have things in the dark pools and naked shares and things like that, I think the numbers could be significantly better. But either way, the numbers are still looking really good. So we do have these short interests there, in my opinion. One thing that we need now is retail to continue to be interested. Now I spoke about this in yesterday's video for BBIG, talking about the retail interest and that sort of thing. It does appear to be leveling out right now, which isn't too bad, and it does appear to be at an okay range. Coming over to Twitter, we can see a lot of tweets about BBIG in the past few minutes, so people are definitely still talking about this, and it's definitely not something that people have forgotten about, which is good. However, can we see this going forwards into the future? I am just not sure. Now, one thing that I do always think with any sort of stock, yes, if we can see a bit of a push up, and I mean quite a significant push up of about 5 to 10% on the day in the near future, I think that definitely could interest a lot more people, and definitely could get the FOMO kicking in, and could get a lot more people, attentive to BBIG and thinking about buying this stock where they perhaps wouldn't have done so before. So if we can get a bit of a push up in price in the next few weeks, that would be really nice. But obviously, yeah, retail interest is something key, in my opinion, to seeing this short squeeze happen. But when it comes to actually, why now could be a potential perfect time to buy, and again, this is just going off the charts and my personal opinion, why now could be a perfect time to buy is because, like I said, we do appear to be leveling out in this range here. Like I said, between about 550 and on the high side about 610 or so. So you can see, yeah, from this point here, and actually here as well, we have found levels of support in this range before. So I think it is possible that going forwards into the next week, we could see a little bit of a dip to the mid fives, but I do not think that we drop any lower than that, or if we do, that would definitely be past our next level of support, in my opinion. But I think if we can find a support where we are right now, that would be nice. A bit of upwards motion would be fantastic as well, but ultimately I wouldn't even be too concerned about a move to the mid fives, but any lower than that I would be starting to get concerned. Obviously I will be talking about this in the next few days when I do make videos, so whatever we see, I'll be discussing it in these videos. But yeah, now could potentially be a perfect time to buy BBIG. We're down significantly from the highs, but like I said, the short interest data is still looking good in my opinion. The retail interest is still relatively high, and you know what guys, if we can see that retail interest continue, I do not see any reason why we cannot see moves upwards in the future. But ultimately, again, the retail interest is fundamental to this. If people just get distracted with the next stock, whether it be other stocks like AMC or any of these stocks, if people get distracted, we are potentially limiting the potential of seeing a big short squeeze on any of these different stocks. So thank you for watching this short video. I'll see you all soon. Goodbye. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.